Hi guys, it's Mike, the Kangal Whisperer from the island of Gozo, Malta. Um, First of all, wishing you all a happy weekend. Chilling out here in the backyard with my two chihuahuas, Kyle and Mika. And I just want to give you a quick, brief update. And for those of you who've never seen my channel before, I really don't want to make this too long to explain some of the behavioral changes that I'm witnessing, but it does confirm some of the things that people had told me, which is that, so for those of you who are new, then please go back through some of the videos in my channel and you'll understand what this video is about. Basically, Kyle, who is now 2.5, has changed quite a bit since the days of him being very playful, uncontrollable as far as being off the leash, where he would just take off and run and without any recall at all, basically zero recall. He is now, I can see he is maturing, and of the two of them, Mika being I think a year and 9 months now. Of the two of them, Kyle comes first now when I call them, when they're both off the leash. Whereas Mika now is turning into more like Kyle used to be. You know, Mika used to be very obedient, always stayed close to me, and would always slow down or wait for me. But now, when she gets a scent or when she detects something, she tends to wander. And doesn't come back when I call her right away. She does. Again, just a quick review, they both always come back eventually. But I've noticed now a change in Kyle, and I wanted to mention this to you guys to keep you informed, that he's very obedient, very calm. When it's time to go home, he comes to me and lets me put the leash back on him. He knows that he in order to walk home, he needs to have the leash. Whereas Malika, she walks home without the leash, which you've seen in several videos, and she still does, because I trust her for the simple reason, and the only concern is getting hit by a car, obviously. But I know that she will not bolt across the street no matter what she sees. It could be a cat, a dog, anything. She will stay, walk right next to me the whole way home. In fact, one day she lost where I was and she came home by herself. Whereas, Kyle still, as I'm walking him to and from the field, which is about, I don't know, 150 meters, 200 meters, if he sees something across the street, he will bolt. And of course, that's the concern, that he'd get hit by a car. So back to what I was saying, now when it's time to go back home, he comes right up to me, doesn't wander off, and knows to let me put the collar on him, and walks quietly home. And Mika just follows along. So these are behavioral changes that I felt important enough to make a quick 5-minute video about. So that falls into line with the breeder, Anna, and other people that told me that male Kangals take a long time to grow out of puppyhood. And so expect within between the second and third year for the males to really start calming down and being more obedient and mature. We'll see where Mika goes from here. I'm assuming this is just a brief spell of hers where she tends to wander off and not listen to me, because she is just an amazing dog. I trust her with being obedient and like 95% recall since she was a puppy. She always was good with recall, and I trust her implicitly. So I will keep you informed, but again, this video is basically just to let you know that the males will outgrow their puppyhood, but they just take longer than normal canines, other canines. But on the other hand, I do want to emphasize again now, as he is maturing, he is still the gentle giant that he was even a year ago. In other words, people have told me that they will become a bit more aggressive, towards other dogs and cats. That is not the case with Kyle. He is still very mild-mannered. He still actually backs away from cats to not upset them. He does not bark back at dogs. I can walk past a dog, and I do this every day, whether it's on a side street or whether it's in a bay in Marcelforn with lots of people and dogs. He just does not react to other dogs. He simply looks at them. His heads-up display says no threat, and he just keeps going. There's no reaction at all, verbally or otherwise. So there are things that are true in the case of his maturity, but there's still a lot of misinformation out there about their aggressiveness and their where they tend to territorialize. He goes to the same places off the leash and is still absolutely fine with other dogs. In fact, was it last week? He took off, disappeared down into the valley, and came back with a stray dog. I mean, literally, they were just having a good time playing. So they don't territorialize, which means that they don't get aggressive if there's a dog in an area that they feel is theirs, at least not Kyle. And again, I'll end this by saying every Kangal is different, and there's individual traits, but the basic character of a Kangal is consistent. So I'll leave you with that today. It's running a bit over a minute longer than I was hoping. I wish you guys a wonderful weekend. God bless you wherever you are. Thank you for following this channel. Please subscribe and like this video. I would appreciate that. And stay tuned again. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks we'll get my partner and friend Gary Gozo, my fellow YouTuber, will be uploading a really amazing video of Kyle and Mika. So thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye. Love you guys.